Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. It is Friday, and we have had at least a unit deal to grade every Friday since I can remember. I mean, obviously, Fridays are also the days that we have special bundle sales like July 4th week and Cyber Week and Spring Cleaning Week. And so on this Friday, we have two new messages, a special shard offer that for the first time that I can think of includes the 7-star champion designation, which then resets or updates the normal 7-star shard market, and also the golden piggy bank, which should have been brought back after July 4th week sales if Kabam had anticipated and should have anticipated how many people would be so gold poor. But it is certainly better than nothing right now. So let's go check out these offers, shall we? All right, for the first time in a long time, we have the million gold, but the million gold used to be $9.99, and now it looks like it's $4.99. This is, and I do not mean to dramatize it, although I'm sure at times it feels like I do. This is one of the best historic decisions Kabam has done. And to be clear, I said that when it was $10 for a million gold, because normally, even on Cyber Week and July 4th week, the reason why gold is such a hard commodity is that they've kept the system in place that's been in place since 4 stars were the best champions, where you just expect to get a million gold for an Odin's purchase of $100, which is so outdated it's laughable. This re-emphasizes that. This is 95% cheaper than that, and on top of that, it's not just a million gold, it is also several blocks of ISO. So I am really impressed with Kabam here. And I know that whenever I have a title like I'm really impressed with Kabam here, people will roll their eyes and probably not watch the video, because if they want to complain about a company or a game, that doesn't fit their goal. But at the same time, I call it like I see it. This is a fantastic move. The only thing about it that I wish was better is how often it pops up, because right now it's popping about twice a year, and I think that's a little too rare. Infrequent's probably a better word for this to happen. All right. We also have 2 piggy banks at the same time. How about that? All right. Let's go to maybe this store. Okay. Here we go. So the max of this is 4,250 units, which of course is well over $100 worth of units. But for that much, let's just do a little math. I got a new computer recently, so I'm having to load the apps. Okay, so 25 times 300 is 7,500. So they're saying that a 7-star crystal right now is still valued at 8,500 units if you do the math all the way through, because of course it's not 10,000, it's not 12,000, it's 15,000 7-star shards after the first 2 crystals are purchased. I think that is way too high still. I mean, that's almost $300 for a 7-star. And a lot of the 7 stars are good defenders, but not game-changing attackers. And so if you're going to spend that money, I still think it's better to do it with 6 stars, and I'm going to be saying that a lot. Now, speaking of 6 stars, it is more than 3-to-1 ratio for 6-star shards to 7-star shards in this 7-day deal. And this is, of course, much easier to calculate, because that is 25,000 6-star shards. The problem is, and I know it's for units, not cash, but remember when we had the early access to the featured crystal pool for Paragon players, it was $30, and it went up incrementally depending on your progression level. Well, that's essentially $30 for a featured 6-star. And as a Paragon player now, instead of being $30 for that, it would be 1,800 units, which, as we know, is well over $50 worth of units. In fact, 1,800, if you were to guarantee it, you'd have to get the Tony Stark's briefcase along with the Black Panther's treasure, and that, of course, is, $80, not $30. So it's almost like $50 more with some units left over than it was for cash. Now, sometimes that can be the case because there is a big difference between units and cash, and in theory, if you're free to play, you can just use units and never spend cash. Kabam wants that cash. They can't make money. They can't keep the lights on at the headquarters with your units, but those deals in terms of shards, the 7-star one I still think is really bad. I don't think Kabam anticipates people buying it out. I think they anticipate doing what I probably would have done had I been in a different position and been very, very close to getting a 7-star, and this is just what I call like a top off. So they say, okay, well, you need 1,800 7-star shards, give us 450 units. Maybe somebody will buy all of them, but it will not be me because I would much rather save my units for rank up materials than 7-star shards. So you might disagree. And look, in terms of the luck I've had, it is a better guaranteed value to spend 4,200 units on half a 7-star than 4,200 units on about, 14 featured Cav crystals that are going, or featured Paragon crystals, that are going to end up mostly being 4 and 5 stars because I could easily not get any 6 stars, nevertheless a 7-star. I get that, but it's still a very high price. I would have preferred this to be at least 500 7-star shards per bundle. The 300 is just a hard sell. So if you're going to spend money, in conclusion, go with by far the best deal they have, and that is a reduction of the Golden Piggy Bank from $10 to $5. Kabam, thank you for doing that. The community is so much better off, especially those of you who feel like you're very gold poor right now.